Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I have a bunch of information that came to me. Me and TGR both tried to break it down and try to figure out exactly what it all meant, and I think we have the ultimate answer. Now, it may be a little out there, but I promise you it makes sense. We are getting an overhaul to the menu of Warzone and Modern Warfare, and this overhaul is going to include a new tab called Intel. In Warzone, we will be able to collect intel throughout the map that will explain the history of Verdansk. This will be totally crazy because we are going to have little Easter eggs to find throughout the map, and it will explain everything that we have missed up to this point. Some of it has been told through the campaign, some of it already told in Spec Ops, but it's a major recap for those of you who have not played the game. I have all of the intel currently in front of me. I do not have the full descriptions, but I can explain to you exactly what is going on for the most part in some of them, and others of them we will have to see what comes out in time. So the first file is called Free Intel, and the description is the BCH4 news station, or anchor desk. The second file is the TV station's news script, which explains evacuations are taking place at Gate B23 in Verdansk Airport. The file reads, Greg, multiple attacks rocked the city last night as fighting intensified between Armistice forces and Al-Qatala. Unable to guarantee the safety of the population, the military has declared mandatory evacuations for anyone remaining in Verdansk. Donna responds, Armistice issued a statement this morning stating that military escorts are available at Gate B23 in Verdansk Airport. Any citizens still in the area should make their way to the airport immediately. Greg then says, this will be our last broadcast. We have been given the order to evacuate. All of us here at BCH4 News hope you and your families are all able to get out safely. Good luck. The next file is Gate B23's computer, and it says NVSFT 223. Awaiting pushback approval, no response from ATC Tower. The next file is ATC Tower stripboard, and it says lost contact with all aircrafts. The next file is a black box transcript, which the description is black box transcript from authentic airlines crash site. This one's really cool because it really breaks down the whole flight crash in a nutshell. I suggest you go through and read this one when you get the chance. And finally, the last one for the week 1 drop is the military base, and it says laptop shows UAV feed of enemies at airport. Once you're done collecting all of this intel for week 1, you will unlock a new calling card which has ghosts displayed what seems to be in front of a bunker. Next up, we have week 2's intel drops. Now, week 2 starts off with the pool area by storage, which is labeled in the description as Russian pool area. The next one is a stack of folders on a desk at the airport military wing, which says, Zakov's plan is in motion. We have to stop it. Signal was relayed from Arm 4 military wing. Airport tarmac, start here. The next piece of intel is at AQ bunker, and it's a ghost coin next to a laptop. In this image, it says Signet team tracked comms interference near this location. The next one is an AQ bunker laptop, probably in the same location, which says players must use spotter perk to hack into enemy laptop. On the image, it says Zakov accessing bunkers. Laptop could supply intel. Need a solid perk to hack in. The next image is at the downtown apartment buildings, and it says meeting room, AQ flag room in the description. By the way, all of these images should have more to them and will probably be supplied with audio clips that explain more of what is going on. We do not have these at the moment. The next one is at train station, and it is a sticky note that says train 1930 or 730 express. The next is an image that says the train station schedule, and it is again the 1930 or 7:30 p.m. express has been canceled. There probably will be audio lines that correlate with this to tell the story of this week 2 drop. That is the end of the week 2 drop though, and next we probably will get a challenge card that is correlated with collecting all of this intel. It currently does not have an image, but it does have a placeholder text. For Season 3, Week 3, we have a Step 1, the train station cupola. This most likely is a free one that we will get later on. Next, we have a message from Ghost, and it says, the 1930 derailed in Uzbekistan, or the 730. Nuclear material missing. Check ports of entry, start at cranes. This is interesting because it sounds like we're going on a little bit of an Easter egg hunt with each one of these, but it's more like we're getting intel to where the next one is. The next one is a crane operator box, which says Garter container area, 6 across, 5 and 6 up. Keep clear. Next, we have a storage area campsite, which looks like the map of vacant, and it says inspection 219-0900. Step 5 is a vacant laptop, which says Armistice containment team pickup for nuclear material 219-0900. Transport to WHP outpost north of Stadium. This is a cargo manifest. So this is saying pretty much that this was being shipped from one place to another for the Armistice transport only. And the photo is again of that area in vacant. And then finally, we have this image of Mara, which almost looks like mugshot-ish, and it says the WHP outpost. Most likely someone will be reading this off, but we have the text here, so I'm just going to read it off for you. It says, arrived at pickup location for cargo transport at 0900. Within minutes, we experienced a comms failure. Lieutenant Davidson spotted a second ARM team on the Blue Force tracker. Before we could make visual contact, we were fired upon. 3 casualties resulted from the initial attack. 2 confirmed dead. I ordered my team to break contact and requested close air support, but it never arrived. Only later I was informed on a CAS helo that was shot down. No sign of survivors. Armistice teams are firing on their own people, and now they may be in a control of a nuclear material. We can't trust anyone except for the soldier next to us, if there is one. And then in the notes it says Lieutenant Davidson was analyzing the UAV over Verdansk airport the day of the attack. He said he found something. Check into it. Now the last of these files, which do not have an actual description in the game files, but piecing together what we know so far, we are tracking down the nuclear warhead, or the nuclear core to the nuclear warhead. And we start at military base by hacking some type of laptop. Then we have a note that says Arm 4 team had intel from a UAV reconning the airport attack. We need to find it, start at the military base. So that is the first one. The next one is a UAV flight log, which says 2:15 departure military base, destination Verdansk airport. So I'm assuming this is a crashed airplane over on the tarmac, which you could find right outside the terminal at airport. Then we have Scrapyard. So now we're tracking down parts of the UAV, which I believe was carrying the core of the nuclear warhead, and it says UAV 44901 parts debris miscellaneous sent to Scrapyard for diagnostics. And finally, we have an image that is representing the cutscene from Season 2 from an aerial view, which says Blue Force tracker spoofed. We fired on friendlies, which I'm assuming is talking about Warzone's cutscene where Ghost walks in and says they're killing their own. This is the beginning of Warzone. From there on, all of these scenes are pretty much recapping the whole lore of Verdansk. We have now pretty much rewritten the whole past and gotten to the point where we are now looking for the warhead, and currently we have found it at Bunker 11. Where the story goes from here, we will have to find out. However, I think it is a great way to tie things together. And something that me and the Gaming Revolution put together as we were doing this was that if you look at the actual description on the Call of Duty website of Verdansk, one of the funniest things that they pulled already from the history of this map is that after the Cold War, Russia and the Western nations worked together to rebuild Verdansk. What that is pretty much saying is that there is a Cold War version of this map. It is a fictitious map there is a Cold War version of this map in the past, and we are getting all this intel that is building up to the battle currently. It is very possible we get a Cold War version of this map in the leading of Call of Duty 2020. Because now that we know that COD 2020 is Black Ops Cold War, it makes so much sense that there is going to be a Cold War version of this. And this one will be wiped out by a nuke. So when COD 2020 drops, they will reset time. They will drop the nuke that we found now in the bunker, and boom, here we go. We are now getting the Cold War version. Now we may also get Uzbekistan as a DLC. By the way, this is all just a theory from here on. I am just talking in a theory. But if we have a Cold War version now, and then we have an Uzbekistan Modern Warfare version now with the same Modern Warfare guns, we could see the two games balancing between each other very, very nicely. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Totally not trying to fucking steal that. I'm sorry. Long story short, that's the theory I have. We possibly could get a Cold War version. I believe the Gaming Revolution feels the same way as me. Not 100% sure. We could elaborate in a future video, but that's what we got so far. But everything else is going to be content drops that have all this intel giving you the backstory. And possibly there could be more to it, but this is just what we know so far. There will definitely be at least 3 weeks of intel, maybe 4, maybe 5. We only have 3 weeks outlined in the current game files. Could there be more? Yes, because we see more actual files for these calling cards. I mentioned the first calling card that you'll earn by finishing week 1. There are more in place for week 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, could 5 be finishing the 4 weeks and then you get a 5th one just for completing all 4 of the intel weeks? That's possible if you collect all intel. We don't know for sure. But these will all be added to the new menu that is going to be updated. So when you see the brand new menu added that says intel on the far right, no matter what tab you're on, that will be how you collect it. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you're really into Warzone, just go to twitch.tv/Rara man. Link is in the description. And if you want to have a discussion with me, that's the spot to do it. We have over 900 people going strong on the Discord. So if you're looking to get your gameplay reviewed for a future video, you're looking to get some tips and tricks, you're looking to just meet other people who love Warzone, that is the spot to do it. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.